Okay, welcome back to another video. Just like my previous video, it's basically just reloads, but in a different game called Onward. This is one of my first shooter games I've ever gotten, so I'm kind of ass at it because I haven't played it in a while. But also another thing about this game is, look, you can lock the chambering back just in case you accidentally close it, which not many games actually have, surprisingly. This is a more arcadey shooter out of them all. Yeah, the recoil isn't great in this game, but it's not terrible, I guess you could say. But I do like this. That makes it quick, but it's really hard packing all of these guns into like a video because like these are a lot more guns in this game than Vale. Like this is the Scar L, the lighter version of the Scar H. So its charging handles on this side, but primarily scars. The thing that like a lot of people like about scars is they're they're made for left and right-handed shooters. You can this handle can be on this side or it can be on this side. And in game, because if your hand's close enough to the charging handle, you can charge it. That's what I like about this game. And we have a good old Glock. Everyone knows what a Glock is. Obviously not good with these sights. They're not the greatest. It's just more of a cube, honestly. Pull up. I don't know. Yeah, I can pull this quite fast, but yep, that's a scar on the Glock for you. That's this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this high ass pace up because if we don't, the video's gonna be longer than 14 minutes, and because I'm recording this only on headset standalone, which is the Quest 3. If you were wondering, you cannot make a video if it's not from PC that is more than 15 minutes. Also, another thing about this game is the one thing I do hate about this game is not everything doesn't have physics all the time. I do need to turn down volume because it's probably going to be very hard to hear me. But what I was saying is these guns don't always have physics when you're using them. Because look, if you do this, it has no physics. And when I'm kicking out the mag for that, I have to actually press. I actually have to press a button. So the mag has like things so I can actually press it. But we're just going to turn that all the way down because honestly, the flare gun is just really kind of useless. We don't need to talk about that. So we'll have the good old 1911 because good old 45 ACP. Now, I know I'm probably going to sound like the most average fucking American here. Sorry for my language. If you really don't like that, I'm sorry. But I don't really like bullpups. Honestly. You can lock that in place, by the way, and you can release it. But I don't really ever liked bullpups. It always felt uncomfortable reaching to the back of the gun to do that, so. But yeah. Yeah, I just don't really like bullpups. I'm more of a modern. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this at all. I'm a Sig fanboy, bro. I like anything that's by Sig. Cause Sig just has some good ass stuff, bro. And plus, they have 3 really good guns that they're putting into the military, pretty much. I don't know if like they're fully like all of them are like taking places of them, because I know the Sig M17 is indeed one of the guns that took over the Beretta, I think. That sparked some controversy now, if I'm remembering it correct. But yeah, I don't really mind because they all 3 of those are some pretty cool guns. Yeah, this game really likes to have its recoil where you can't even see its sights, but a game that really likes its recoil is called Recoil Studios, and it's in well, You could say this game, but it's also on Roblox by Recoil Studios. They make a really cool game on that. If you want a lot of customization for your guns, like really make every gun your own, you can pick that game. It's called Deadline by Recoil Studios on Roblox. It's a pretty good game. You can really customize everything to its. I'm not sponsored by these motherfuckers, but you can change bolts, mags, grips, stocks, barrels, handguards, sights, and they just have a wide selection of every different type of attachment you can really think about. And it comes with some. It's really realistic. It's like a mix of it's basically just a more PvP-ish Ready or Not with body cam, because it does have some type of like body cam camera function. But yeah, I'm yapping way too much, and this video is probably already over like 6 minutes long already, and I haven't even got to the first real class. But yeah, it's just kind of how it works. Also, you cannot kick out mags for this. But yeah, that's the only recoil I have really for that gun. But I think there is not that many. Might have to put separate videos to the for the both teams, because there's two teams in this game, marsoc and then Volk. But yeah, this is a PDW, personal defense weapon, mostly given to like medics and stuff like that. So that's nice. This game is a good one if you're looking for more of arcadey but competitive shooter. This is what you would go to, because people do take this game pretty competitively, and there will be like a lot of competitive people. But other than that, you should be fine. It's a pretty user-friendly game, I must per se. But yeah, it's just based off preference. And another thing I like about this game is with the shotguns, just so I don't have to shoot them. When the bolt's locked, you can ghost feed the shell, which is nice. And then smokes, you can also pop off in your hand, which is nice. It does add some nice ass aesthetic. This game is really thing because you can change your ammo. This has obviously slugs and stuff, but this gun I really do not want to cover. But it's a burst weapon. I don't know where it's from. I want to say a third world country, but I feel like that's like someone's gonna say I'm racist for that. But or weird for that. I'm not why I don't know why I said racist. I really don't know much about shit, but yeah, I just don't know really what this gun's from. I just don't really know anything about that type of guns. But we're gonna skip the shields because that doesn't really matter. It's a shield, and we're just gonna pass the guns that were already in other tiers, like the M4A1, which does have an LMG version for some reason. Just gives it a bipod and stuff. But yeah, here's the saw. Very nice reload. Does work very nicely. Honestly, I prefer the Volk team because it's more of a German and Russian team, and this is more of the American team. A cool enough thing about this bullpup is these mags will work for M4s. So, if you're ever wanting to give your teammates that are using 5.56 rifles a magazine that is a drum, you sure can. So, it's pretty much nice. So if you're running like just a pistol, you should bring that because this team is not that bad for that. And I'm pretty sure that the other two are just like ones you already know. Like I said, we're gonna make past those. But here's a sniper rifle, but not a bad one either. I'm sorry for my shakiness. I'm really shaky. I'm surprised I hit that, and I'm surprised I hit that also. But also, this gunstock, virtual gunstock in game is a lot more stiff. Look at that, just a lot more stiff than if you hold out here. So yeah, it's not bad. This game does have a pretty good amount of guns, but it's very known guns, and there's not many other guns that you would not know. And here is the Scar H, basically. It's just the heavy version of the L we seen earlier, but it's now a sniper rifle, and they changed the color to black, because obviously the black one would be the heavier one, huh? Weird you'd say that game. But yeah, that's all we have for this video. I've just went through all the classes. A Volk one will be put up right in after this one, so don't worry. I'm literally gonna make that right now. But see you guys. I hope you had a nice time watching this, and get ready for the Volk next one. So.